Good, yourself?
Well, got a really good offense coming in. What's the biggest challenge?
Contain them, work on the fundamentals, tackle, keep inside the box. I think those are some of the main ones.
How much does last year kind of still burn at you?
I mean, you always look at the last year tape from any team, especially if you lost. I mean, it sucks. You look at the tape and you just try to fix the things that you did wrong, and trying to go to the week, hungry.
Is it a simple fix?
I mean, I think some of it's simple. I think it's going to come down to hard work during the week on preparation, and then go out and show it all off, on Saturday.
How much do you like this kind of challenge? Defensive play.
It's a fun challenge. I mean, they're one of the better offenses around, one of the better teams around. So you have to be ready for them. And they got a lot of really good players. So
their big name, Saquon Barkley. What do you do to stop him?
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring a lot of guys to the ball carry with him. I mean, he's elusive. He can run you over. He can move side to side pretty well. So you're gonna just have to bring a lot of guys to tackle him.
For you, what challenge does he pose?
He's just a fast guy. If he wants to get out of the backfield and run around the edges, we're gonna have to be able to take good angles, pursuit angles, and be able to tackle him.
Is summer football more when you have a dual-threat quarterback and a threat like that in the backfield?
Yeah, I think everybody has to do their job primarily right away. And, if you can help somebody out later, that's fine. But you have to do your job. You try to stick to your job the whole time. Definitely with these kind of weapons.
For a guy like Amani, who's got his first start coming up against a top 5 team, I mean, how do you help him kind of relax? What do you tell him before a game?
I mean, I think it's just another game for him. That's kind of how you have to go about it. Even though it's against a really good team, you just try to say that, and it's just all about the basics and focus on what he has to do. And then we'll try to give him the rest of the calls, and we'll try to help him out here and there. But I think he'll be fine.
Seems like you guys kind of thrive in these situations where you're the underdog and people on the outside don't expect you to win. What is it about this team that maybe leads you guys to do well in these situations?
I don't know if it's just the hungriness of the guys. They see a big opponent like this, and they think we can offset them or we can beat them, and that'd be huge. So I think it's just the guys' hunger. Coming into a game like this, and just trying to go give it your all and trying to beat a really good team.
Is that almost inherent with you got a lot of you guys being not high level recruits and walk-ons and things like that? Is that almost like the identity of this program?
Yeah, I think a lot of us, we're not all 5 stars and stuff like that on different. I'm sure they have a couple 5 stars on their team. So it's just coming in with the mindset that you're gonna have to work your butt off to be able to compete, especially with the guys that are really talented and really athletic.
How's planning for a night game change your preparations?
Just change the routine, just try to keep a routine and try to stay focused on it the whole day. Try not to be too lax around the day, but you also can take a little bit of time off during the day and get your head out of the game a little bit and don't play the game before it's actually played.
Is there anything during the week that changes?
No, not really. I don't think. Just keep everything the same and try to go into it just knowing it's going to be a little later start.
Looking at what McSorley did to you guys last year, you guys were conscious of him running the ball, and then you come toward the line of scrimmage and you throw one over your head. Am I oversimplifying that? That's kind of what happened last year, right?
Yeah, some of it, yeah. Detailed football. Just doing your assignment first is going to be pretty important going against them.
How important is pursuit this week? I think you guys have done a fairly good job the first 3 weeks. It seems like, obviously that's probably one of your first keys this week.
Yeah, pursuit angles is going to be huge, especially versus this type of team where it has a really good quarterback that can run and really fast running back. So we're going to have to, be able to take the right pursuit angles the whole day and be able to cut them off or be able to track the backside hip.
Is that kind of the core of what you guys feel like you need to do on defense is kind of neutralize speed, the way you guys do that inside-out stuff and the way you guys align?
Yeah, we're not all the fastest guys, especially on the linebacker crew. So you have to choose the right angles to be able to, kick them out to the right people or, be able to, cut the ball off and bring it back into everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Is that harder some weeks than others? Or some teams are probably faster than others?
Yeah, some different teams. Some 10 personnel, 11 personnel teams are a little bit faster just because they have that personnel out there. So you have to know what you're up against on that end.
You guys seem to be fairly comfortable in dime. Is that something you guys repped a lot in camp?
We didn't rep it a ton. We repped it here and there around the nickel, stuff like that. Just understanding, that might be our third down packages. And, if it comes up to a 10 or 11 personnel team, we might run a little bit of it.
Do you guys I know you said it Saturday that you absolutely did went through everything that you always go through last year after Penn State. You watched the film, digested it, got your grades. Going back to it again, is it harder to open that one up again this year?
The Penn State one?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was tough. Just looking at some of the mistakes we left out there, and they took advantage. I mean, they were a good team last year, and they saw that they're this year too. So, we're gonna have to be ready for that and be, assignment driven.
Is Barkley as good as you've played against?
He's probably one of the better running backs we played against. So we're gonna have to be definitely prepared for all the stuff he can do against us.
What happened last year? Where did that game go off the tracks?
I think some of it was just assignment football and then pursuit angles. So, if one guy didn't do his job and then everybody else kind of rallied to the ball, they didn't do it right, or, some people just took a bad angle. So some of that stuff and a little bit of communication.
Does this game remind you of the Michigan game last year?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. I mean, Michigan came in, they were supposed to be really good, and they were really good. And we got that win. So, I mean, any big team like that, especially if the ranks, can be a big game.
But you were really confident going into that week. I mean, until your offense gets 14 points. I mean, are you that confident again this week?
I mean, you have to be confident every week, I think, to be able to come out there and just try to give it your all and try to be able to understand that, if you give it your best shot, you should have a close score. You should be able to, come out with a win.
Have you given your offense a point total?
No, not this time.
For you, it's usually business as usual, but does the rest of the guys have that mentality going into this game?
I think so. I think everybody's pretty focused this week. Understand it's a big opponent, and you got to, prepare like any other game. But this game, it's against a really, really good opponent. So, should be really focused during the week and being able to put your time in the right places.
What's the challenge of their tight end? He's obviously a really unique athlete too. For a linebacker, what's the challenge there for you?
Yeah, he's a tall guy. Depends what kind of coverage we're in all day. So whoever's going to be covering him, he's got to be ready for the jump ball with him. So he can block a little bit, and he also can take those jump balls away from him.
It'll be you sometimes, right?
Yeah, once in a while, if he's sitting at number 3 or something like that, I'll be taking him, or depends, maybe me or Ben. So
I think most people would say that night games feel differently. Do you think that? And if so, what is it about it?
I don't know if they're different or not. They feel just as good as a 11 o'clock game. I like either one of them. They're all fine. The night atmosphere is pretty cool. It's kind of like going back to high school. Playing like Friday Night Lights stuff. So it's a fun game, and I mean the fans are going to be there, so it'll be awesome.
What stands out for you, the development of AJ at the end of the first 3 games?
Yeah, he's gotten smarter. He's understood our defense more every day, which makes him a little bit faster, reading his keys. So he'll be getting better every day, I think. And I can't wait to see what he can do, by the end of the year.
What is the end of the pass rush? Because that's where it kind of flashes his potential the most so far.
Yeah, he's an athletic guy. He's quick. He's really good with his hands, so he can get around guys pretty quick if he wants to. And he can also ball. He's a pretty strong kid, so he can do a lot of things to people.
Where are you at health-wise right now?